So, all day, we went through the Capstone Scholars Program at Alabama University. And, I mean, it was pretty neat. They showed off the university. They showed off the dorms, the honors dorms. They, we went and saw the specific school that Jordan said he's interested in, which is another issue. Jordan doesn't know if he's interested in medicine or law or engineering at this point. And how could he know? He's 17 years old, still in high school, and has no real perspective on the planet, right, and the world, which is something we ask our children to do from a very young age. And I know you can change majors and all that. There's a lot of expense and effort involved in that. I don't know. I'm left coming away with feeling that our college entrance and application process is somewhat broken. I do. I just think there's something wrong about it. It's a good experience. Don't get me wrong. It was a good experience, but it was so prepackaged, and the university is absolutely massive. I mean, the amount of federal tax dollars that has to pour into this university and every other university around the country is amazing. And that's our tax dollars. And that's okay. I mean, we're educating people, and that's a good thing. But still, it's so bloated. It's so amazing. It's like the education Disney World or something. And there's just something not right about it. When I walk through the campus and I look around. And they've got this whole system to herd the kids through. I'd like to think that they individually offered Jordan a scholarship and an award, but they didn't. And I don't think any colleges do. It's a prepackaged thing. You get X number of dollars to come here as an out-of-state student. And Jordan has top academics, okay? And colleges should be about academics. But you're talking about a university that pays their football coach $5 million plus a year, that has a football stadium packed with fans that just won the national championship. Yet, how many scholarships could you give an academic child if you're an academic institution, if you split up a coach's $5 million salary and gave it to children to get academic scholarships? And isn't college supposed to be about academics? So colleges, out-of-state colleges, will do kind of a bait and switch, or they'll do a bait and switch. They'll say, we'll give you these really elevated scholarship dollars, but when you come down, you'll learn that that's only with out-of-state tuition, which is usually double or more than double in-state tuition. So what you come out of pocket is still huge, really unaffordable, even for a state-level school at out-of-state tuition, even with really big scholarships. And they're not doing this individually for the child. They're prepackaging this for a lot of children. So they get you in from out of state, but there's no real scholarship dollars there because it's a bait and switch. If I tell you that I'll give you 50% off of a service or a product that I sell you, and then when you get there, I double the price, then I've really not given you 50% off at all. I've given you nothing. And and that's the frustration as a parent of someone going to college. I've got multiple kids to put through college. My choice to have the kids. I want them all to go to college. But I wonder how much better the core classes in nursing school, for instance, University of Alabama has a really good nursing school. Are their classes for nursing school that much better than Cleveland Community College? Or of a UNCC or somewhere else where you may obtain an in-state tuition and be able to live close to home and go very affordably? I don't think so. I don't think your classes, you're going to be that much better of a nurse coming out of a University of Alabama and paying those ridiculous, really high fees for school. That's the frustration there. I have a lot of frustration about colleges, and I won't rant too much, or maybe I will. But the point is, colleges are about educating people. That's what they should be about building good citizens and educating people, academics to do their job. However, college, it seems, is about making money for the institutions. And that is what I gathered and what I take away from this trip is there's this huge campus. It's enormous. It's enormous. I mean, I can't see how it sustains its own weight and overhead. And the only way it can do that is by bringing in kids to play in a football program, paying them absolutely $0. Last time I looked, business and capitalism was based on paying people wages, fair wages, to do a job. You're bringing in these kids to play football, or it could be a school playing basketball, and paying them absolutely $0, yet making millions, hundreds of millions of dollars off of them, paying the head coach $5 million a year plus. Now that's great, but how much are you paying your kids? You don't pay your kids a dang thing. That seems more like, I don't know, slavery to me than actual opportunity or anything else. I mean, I guess you're giving them an education maybe, but I wonder how many, the percentage of those kids that are really, take advantage of that education. It just seems like a warped and corrupt system to me. And, just calling them like I see them. On the academic side, however, they're not forking. Those dollars don't seem to be translating to the academics. And I think I've heard people make arguments that, well, it's justified. It's justified because it brings in more money for the university, more notoriety, so it's better for everybody. All ships rise with the tide. You're still not paying your players. And you make a big deal if Nike offers a contract and the FBI investigates, coaches for having them wear certain shoes or things like that. But then the colleges are taking in millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars and not paying the players a dime. So it just seems highly hypocritical. The NCAA, the entire organization, seems extremely hypocritical and corrupt. And I just don't see how nobody else seems to care or seems to give a crap about it. And it just goes on while, kids who are top academics, get passed over and get offered the bait and switch to come down to Alabama. And, we're going to double the rate of tuition while offering you a large scholarship for half. So, and I know, hey, we could go into more debt, or I could come out of pocket more, or figure the other things out. There are other scholarship options out there, and we're doing that. But the whole process just seems tainted and corrupt. And when you look at it as a whole, it makes me angry. So I thought I'd vent there and just call a spade a bit. Maybe I'm the only one that cares. And I love a good college football game or basketball game more than anybody. Yesterday, I watched Carolina play basketball to end the day before I went to bed. I enjoyed it. But how much money do the schools make off those kids and pay them absolutely nothing? And how in the heck do they get away with it? Kids don't need college to be pro athletes. They don't have to do that. Yet they sacrifice to do that for free for a master, essentially, that makes millions and millions of dollars off of them. I'm a small business employer. I cannot do that. I cannot get away with that. I don't understand how they do. Just throwing it out there. And it makes me angry that they don't translate those dollars and give those dollars in scholarships over to academics Yet, some local universities, however, I'll just throw this out there, will bring in tons of athletes from different countries, from all over the place on scholarship, but yet the kid graduating from Burns High School, they're not getting a scholarship, okay? They're not throwing a bunch of scholarship money to local people that are graduating to go through their schools. So, I see that even around me locally at home. And it makes me question why, and it makes me angry. So anyway, I'm sure I'm alone in this, but have a great day. Peace. Parents, this is just the whinings and, thoughts of an anxious parent with a kid that goes to college next year. Have a good day.
Tomorrow's leaders to campus to take a comprehensive look at the University of Alabama, as Dr. Whitaker said, to make sure that this is the right fit for you. You're an accomplished group of young men and young women. You have a plethora of choices from which to select from with regards to your college process.
And then they're going to get harder again. Game Theory made a video just to... Excuse me, sir.
Hey, how'd you like the day so far?
It's good.
Yeah, good?
Good day.
Good day? I mean, knowledge is power, right? Even if you don't go here, you get more knowledge about the whole system, right?
Yep.
And feel more confident in whatever choice you do make.
To knowledge is power.
To knowledge.